Hi folks, I'm Shashank and you're watching Ditto Insurance, and sorry, right now I'm just finalizing my term insurance plan. Everything here looks sorted. The sum assured of 3 crores for the next 30 years, and I just have to select some riders. Let's see what all options I have. Waiver of premium, critical illness, return of premium, and something called as the accidental death benefit. Well, everything here looks useful, so let me add them all. Now, folks, this is the mistake that most people do. People just click whatever looks vaguely useful, add them to the cart, but here's the truth. These riders and features can either supercharge your policy or quietly increase your premium without offering real value. So folks, in this episode, we're going to walk you through the add-ons, riders, and built-in features that come with term insurance plans. We'll break down what they actually mean, when they help, and if you really need them or you can skip them. And by the end of this video, you will be able to pick and choose what you need and not just what's marketed to you on your webpage. Also, if you're confused which term or health plan suits you the best, then we can help you for free. See, Ditto is backed by Zerodha and we have over 14,000 plus reviews on Google with average rating of 4.9/5. Our IDI certified advisors can help you find the best plan for free. We never spam or force sell you. The link is in the description, so book that free call. Now, let's begin. Let's start with a quick reality check. Now, most term plans today come with more than just the basic life cover. And while it's a good thing, the fine print behind these benefits is what separates smart protection from pointless add-ons. So, we'll split this into two buckets. First, we'll talk about the inbuilt benefits. These are features included in your base premium. Then, there are optional riders. These cost extra and need to be selected while buying, like how I was trying to a few minutes ago. So let's start with the inbuilt ones. Now, we have something called as the terminal illness benefit. Now, this is one of the more humane features built into many policies today. Let's say if the policyholder is diagnosed with terminal illness where a doctor estimates the life expectancy to be under 6 months, the insurer can pay out a portion or sometimes the full sum assured in advance. Now, in theory, this is a very useful benefit because during such a time, a family may need financial support urgently, whether it's for medical bills, travel, or just dignity. But in practice, there's a catch. Insurers usually require 2 independent doctors to issue a written confirmation of death within 6 months, and as you might imagine, most doctors are reluctant to give such a prognosis. It's medically, ethically, and legally tricky. So yes, this feature does exist, but don't rely heavily on it too much. Alright, moving on to the next one. This is something called as the zero cost exit, and some insurers are also calling it the smart exit. This feature allows you to exit the plan early and get a refund of all the premiums that you've paid. Now, this sounds amazing at first, that's why even I was tempted to get it, but when you look closer, the refund is not adjusted for inflation, the time value of money or opportunity cost. You're essentially getting your own money back many years later, and it'll feel like a fraction of what you actually paid. So unless your circumstances have truly changed, say your financial responsibilities have disappeared entirely, you're better off staying covered than banking on this so-called refund. Now, there is another interesting benefit, and this is called a Lifestage Benefit. Now, this one's actually useful. This feature allows you to increase your life cover during key life events like marriage, childbirth, or buying a house without buying a brand new term insurance policy. Now, usually the insurer allows this upgrade within 6 months of the event, and it's offered after a medical and financial review. For young buyers watching this video who anticipate more responsibilities in the future, this is a smart way to scale up coverage without repeating the entire application process. Now, let's go to the next one. It's called Auto Cover Continuance, and now this one's for the real world. Now, let's assume a scenario. You miss a premium because of a job loss, a health scare, or sudden cash crunch, and instead of the policy lapsing instantly, some plans allow you to skip one premium cycle completely and you still get to keep your cover active. provided you've paid on time for the last 3 years or so. Now, you need to pay the skip premium because there's no free meal in the world along with the next one. But this gives you a breathing room during unexpected life events. And in the long run, it can mean the difference between having protection and losing it when it matters the most. Alright, now let's shift to riders, the optional add-ons that you can choose at the time of purchase. The first up on my screen is Waiver of Premium. Now, this in our view is one of the most important riders that you can take. Let's say you're diagnosed with a critical illness or become permanently disabled. The rider ensures that your term plan continues without any future payments. Yes, that is, all the future payments are deferred and you get to keep your cover. And all premiums are waived off. It's especially helpful because at a time like that, your income may pause and continuing to pay premiums can feel like an added burden. With this rider, your policy stays intact, as I told you, and your family stays protected and you don't have to worry about premium reminders during a difficult time. It's not that expensive and it's definitely worth adding on to your base plan. The second one is the critical illness rider, and this is critically one of the most important riders out there. Because this rider pays a lump sum if you're diagnosed with a major illness, usually things like cancer, stroke, or a heart attack. And the payout is not linked to your hospital bills. It's money that comes directly to you for any use. That could mean medical recovery, home care, covering household expenses, or even income replacement. Now, many people confuse this with health insurance. It's not the same. Think of this as a supplement. It covers non-medical financial damage. It comes with a few caveats though, like survival periods. You need to survive 14 to 30 days after the diagnosis to get the money, and fixed lists of illnesses only. But overall, for a reasonable cost, this is an excellent way to add flexibility to your financial safety net. Now, next up is something called as the Total Permanent Disability Rider. Now, if an accident causes permanent disability and affects your ability to work, this rider ensures you get a lump sum or sometimes a monthly income depending on the policy. It's especially relevant for people in physically demanding jobs or if you're a freelancer without income protection. Now, let's talk about what not to pick unless you really need it. Before that, if you're confused which policy fits your family the best or which rider you should actually add to your base policy, then that is where Ditto will come in and help you for free. It's not necessary that you get the policy through us, but we want to ensure that you get the riders that are only useful to you. We'll help you from the start and also stay till the very end, even during claims. Alright, back to the video. Now, there is this one rider called the Accidental Death Rider, and it sounds important, but here's the thing, your base term cover already includes accidental death. This rider only pays extra if death is from an accident, which is statistically rare compared to health-related causes. So, unless your base sum assured is limited due to income constraints, this rider is usually not necessary. Another one is return of premium, and we've spoken about this in our previous episodes as well. And let's just say it again for your convenience. Yes, you get your premiums back at the end of the policy term, but the premiums for ROP plans are often 70 to 100% higher, and what you get back is not adjusted for inflation, which is right now at 14%. It feels like you're getting something, but it's actually a very poor investment. You'd be better off investing that extra money in mutual fund or even a fixed deposit. Alright, now let's wrap this up, and after this I'm getting my term plan. When it comes to term insurance features and riders, the key isn't to add everything and anything that's offered. It's to choose what aligns with your actual risk profile. Your life cover is the foundation, no doubt. These riders are just tools. Use them smartly. And if you're unsure what you need, or you're just trying to compare policies without being sold to, book a free call with Ditto. We'll go over your income, your goals, and your life stage and help you build a plan that actually fits. The link is in the description. Alright folks, I will see you in the next episode, and subscribe to Ditto Insurance if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Happy insurance hunting.